All right, today we're tackling a big one, postmodernism. Now, I know that word can sound a little intimidating, right? But it's really just about the huge sweeping stories every culture tells itself. You know, stories about progress, about reason, and about some kind of perfect future. But what happens when we start to doubt those stories?
I mean, have you ever had that feeling that the big stories you grew up with, the ones that said everything is always getting better, that history is moving in one straight line, that maybe they don't quite add up anymore? Well, that feeling, that little bit of skepticism, that's exactly what we're digging into today.
So there's a fancy word for these big stories. It's meta-narrative. Think of it as the one story to rule them all. It's this grand, all-encompassing explanation that tries to make sense of, well, everything, by pointing us all toward one single, universal goal. These are those glossy, utopian visions of the future we've all seen a million times.
To make this real, let's look at two of the heavy hitters from the modern era, liberal humanism and Marxism. So, liberal humanism tells the story about how we can all be free through the power of reason. Marxism tells a story about how we can all be free through economic and class struggle. You see, they're both these huge, powerful narratives that promise one single path to a better world for everyone.
And if you're wondering where these giant ideas came from, well, it's no surprise. They were basically born from the Enlightenment, that amazing revolutionary period in history that put all its faith in logic and progress to solve all of humanity's problems. The whole project was built on this belief that there was one rational, correct way forward.
So who was the person who really put his finger on this growing disbelief? Who gave it a name? Well, that brings us to the philosopher at the heart of our story today, Jean-François Lyotard. Now, Lyotard wasn't just some thinker locked away in an ivory tower. His ideas were really shaped by what was happening in the world. He saw the massive student protests in Paris in 1968. He was an activist fighting against French colonialism. And you can see how these experiences made him really, really skeptical of any system or any theory that claimed it had the one and only answer for everybody. And in his game-changing 1979 book, The Postmodern Condition, he just boils it all down to this one brilliantly simple definition. He says postmodernism is just this: incredulity toward meta-narratives. That's it. It's that moment when the epic utopian music just stops. It's when that perfect, glossy picture of the future starts to crack. And let's be super clear about that word incredulity. It doesn't mean being cynical or just negative for the sake of it. It's simply about a growing skepticism. It's that moment when you stop and ask, hang on, does that one big story really explain everything for everyone? It's just a loss of that blind faith. Okay. So what happens then? What does it actually look and feel like when a whole culture starts to feel this way? What is this postmodern condition? Let's break it down.
Lyotard points to three big things. First, we start to reject the idea of universal progress. In art and culture, you see this thing called bricolage. Just think of a movie like Pulp Fiction, where it's mixing up old gangster movies, westerns, and all sorts of other styles. Second, there's a loss of faith that big things like technology or freedom are automatically good for everybody in the same way. And third, we start to question the very foundations. Art and books begin to ask, hey, are the rules we built this world on actually fair?
So the crucial point here is that the one giant single story shatters. And what we're left with is more like a mosaic, a collection of countless smaller, local, fragmented stories. It's not about finding the one universal truth anymore, but about trying to make sense of a world that has many truths, all existing at once.
Okay, so why does any of this matter? I mean, who cares, right? Well, it's so important because it's not just some abstract theory. It completely changes how we see the world. And according to Lyotard, that change, it isn't necessarily a bad thing at all.
Lyotard actually argued that this whole mindset isn't about chaos. It's about developing a kind of empathy. It makes us more sensitive to differences, and it makes us better at tolerating things that just don't fit into our neat little boxes. He calls these the incommensurable, things you can't measure with the same ruler. It's not trying to say whether an apple is better than an orange. They're just different.
So, at the end of the day, this whole postmodern idea isn't about destroying truth or saying nothing is real. It's really a call for a little humility. It's about being cautious, being wary of any single story, from anywhere, that claims it has all the answers for everyone. And instead, to start actually listening to all the other stories that the big loud one might have drowned out.
And that leaves us with one last massive question for you to think about. If those huge, all-powerful stories are fading away, if that one single path forward has disappeared,
what are we left with? What are the smaller, more personal stories that we use to build our world, our communities, our own identities today? What stories